into this. And I think all of the runners have readied up, as I see in the SRL chat, so we will be going in a second. So everyone get your cheers on for your favorite runners, and let's get going. Everyone's starting, and everyone's favorite intro. Faust, grab an air guitar or something.
Please, dude. This is my favorite song in the entire game.
Well, it's hard not to have that's your favorite song when you've heard it so many times, right? So all 4 of our runners here will be looking to get some good mashing going, and then some good BRNG. We all know Bs are kind of a twat to deal with sometimes. They can give you really bad RNG and block you from getting safe passage to the rest of the intro stage.
Yeah, it looks like Tokyo and Zam didn't get the best luck on the first one. Zam got a little better on the second.
Yeah, it looks like they will all be going through just fine. Everyone at good HP too, just Hazy is actually at a, well, quite a high amount of HP.
Quite a few, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he deals with getting off the HP, if he's going to bonk on the cars or what exactly he's going to do.
Yeah, and even though we're used to seeing task cars from all the other runners, it looks like none of them is opting into taking HP drops, because they'd rather not take the risk of getting task card into that little last bit over there. But it looks like they're all fine.
Yeah, cool to see Hazy nails the damage boost there on the task cars to get his health down. That's definitely well executed.
Yeah, and he kind of had to do the task cars if he wanted to lose his speed. Getting a bit of a
yeah, definitely
awkward ship there though, and we'll be having to deal with a third car. Meanwhile, we do see a couple of vials popping up already, and Tokyo does appear to be the first one that gets grabbed over low.
Yeah, real lucky vial from Zam too. Is just pretty quick. Everyone pretty close together though. No one died in intro, so definitely good to see.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate if anyone takes a death on the intro, or some special bees who like to die twice on the intro. I hope this person is here so he can now feel ashamed of himself. Oh, hey, look at there, on the bottom right, Laseki is actually running the Mega Man X version instead of the Rockman X.
Yeah, he's probably playing on his cart. Yeah, US cart.
So that does mean that he will have 13 seconds down for him.
I believe.
Yeah, so that will be a little bit of a disadvantage versus Tokyo, but I think both of them are pretty good runners, so... And I mean, any percent is so deadly, runs don't usually end that close together for the 13 seconds to matter, but it can definitely make a difference. All 4 of them now looking to pick up their dash boots. Them fashionable white dash boots. Much better than those ugly blue shoes you get to start with. I mean, who wears blue shoes? You wear blue shoes, Valve?
No, I don't. I wear black shoes. Thank you very much.
Well, yeah. See, no one likes blue shoes. That's why we put this capsule in the middle of the penguin stage. They also make you go fast, so...
Yeah, that helps too, right? They look cool and they help you go quick.
You know, I'm really kind of intrigued to look for Laseki's stream over here, because it's nice that for once I can see a text that I could potentially actually read.
What, you mean you didn't learn to read Japanese just so you could hold start to the text boxes anyways?
I wish I could read Japanese, but unfortunately, no, it's not part of the languages I do know. Zam here looking to execute his own strategy. There is actually a couple strats in this game that are named after Zam, because he has put in a lot of hours into this game developing strats. For example, Mandrill has the Zam hallway at the start with all of the fancy eye shots and whatnot, and very funnily named, I believe, by Felty Turtle in the chat, if I'm not mistaken. The snowballer section on the penguin stage here is actually named Zam's Balls. take offense as you will.
Yeah, it looked like Tokyo actually nailed that strat pretty well, and Zam made a small mistake, but they both opted for that strat.
Yep. And it looks like Sam and Tokyo both had a pretty good penguin. Hazy and Laseki a little bit behind there.
Yeah, not by too much though. Around 10 seconds, I think that both of them were behind. But I think, like you said earlier, anything can happen, right? So
yeah, whatever happens in this race, and we do know that both Sam and Tokyo will be looking to go low percent. They are not gonna take safety strats, so that puts them at a risk in the late game. I'm not really sure what Laseki and Hazy will be taking or doing, so we'll just have to point that out as we see it.
yeah, I know a while ago Laseki didn't do, he got armor, but I'm not sure what he's planning on doing here. He's racing someone with a faster time, he might opt to do low percent anyways, just to try and beat him. Not sure.
Yeah, it might be a good thing to try and go ham to get the victory. He needs to count on a mistake anyway, but anytime you can, save is definitely good. And actually, I do mention that safety strats will not be taken on Tokyo and Zam, but maybe I shouldn't say that so lightly, since we found out earlier that Tokyo is a big memer that likes to do a bunch of random stuff. And I'm gonna give you guys a little spoiler, but I was alerted that a couple of these guys came up with a little fun new thing soon. I will point it out when we see it. It's in the chameleon stage. I will tell you guys ahead of time. The little fun thing they found recently. I won't spoil it yet, but just so you know when you need to pay attention, right?
Hey, it looks like Zam had a really good inside climb there. Both Zam and Tokyo opting for the same strat, the fast climb. Zam got a little bit of execution there.
Yeah, and both Hazy and Laseki are sitting on the outside climb. So Laseki now inside. Doesn't get the little clips onto all the platforms, but definitely does a good climb still. If there is a moderator around, please ban this Torta Diego guy in time if he spoils anything. Thank you. We don't like spoilers. Zam and Tokyo both done there with the Kuwanger.
Yeah,
and
pretty standard fight.
Yeah, they're both really close together. Not that it's very relevant because they're not racing each other, but you know, always cool to see people kind of synced. Hazy and Laseki, meanwhile, getting through their own Kuwanger fights. Hazy looks to be having a bit of a close look at the nearby walls, and actually gets his face smashed into the ceiling and explodes into a million pieces and has to start over. Now, meanwhile, I would like all of you to focus on Zam and Tokyo, and look at that. We see more birds, bird teleports. Apparently, you can replay the birds with some kind of a memory hack. Both of them doing weird stuff. Walrus explained it to me, but yeah. Well, just say that it's a memory thing, and the birds throw a little worm out, and if you kill that straight off the bat, then the memory gets replaced with a different bird that's spawning.
That was a beautiful explanation, thank you.
Excuse me?
It was a beautiful explanation, thank you.
I know it was terrible, but I mean, I'm a color caster. I just get hyped for everyone that dies. I might want to bring Hatfield in here if you want to get all of the good explanations, as we saw in the relay the other day. Or heard, rather. Samuel missed a little shot there on easiest boss in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was just memory muscling something different there, or not a huge loss anyways, but
yeah, it's not like he really lost anything, but yeah, you know, it's something you don't see happening a lot, where Kuwanger suddenly, Chameleon jumps the other way, and you're like, what is he doing? Meanwhile, Hazy spending his time dodging a wall of rocks there. And Laseki taking down his own chameleon. So right now in their respective races, Zam and Tokyo have both taken a bit of a lead over their opponents. Laseki about a half stage behind on Tokyo, I would say, and a little bit more for of an advantage for Zam in comparison to Hazy. Of course, taking that death on Kuwanger does cost him quite a bit of time. Zam with the death kick, and Tokyo with the actual death kick, where you at least die, and that means that Tokyo and Laseki are synced.
Man, now they're dead and dead, yeah. That's it's gonna make other things a lot more fun.
Yeah. So that is a very risky strat. It only saves you a couple frames if you make it, and if you miss it, well, goodbye to a lot of your time.
Yeah, I'm no death kick practitioner, but I think they both made a mistake on the setup, and Zam managed to salvage it, and Tokyo not so much as we've seen.
Yeah.
But that's what you get, right? It's the death kick for a reason.
Yep. I suppose it is called that for that reason, indeed. And yeah, that does mean that we have a really tight race on the bottom right now. Zam, however, going out of the Eagle stage right as Hazy goes in on his first climb here, riding that elevator. Quite a big gap between those. That's pretty much the entire Eagle stage and fight. Tokyo getting a bunch of dives. Eagle not really being kind to him. Oh.
I was about to get hyped for Hazy doing the death kick too, but opted not for it.
And Laseki getting good RNG on his Eagle fight, so that also evens out a little bit more there on the bottom race. Okay, you're right. The death kick was indeed initially, well, I guess you, let's say invented by Inflames90, I believe his complete name is. I personally have not had the chance to meet this guy a lot, but I know he is quite a big name for other people who are older in the community than I am.
Are you saying you're not an old boy?
I don't know if I can consider myself that now. Actually, I don't even know how long I've been around. And there's definitely a lot of people older than I am, so. But I mean, the death kick is more fun. It's easier to call it that because it also more appropriately points out what we're looking for. You know, people dying. And it sounds a little bit less awkward, I suppose. We see Sam and Hazy both going into Mandrill right now. But so they take the same route, I suppose, because I do think Sam also takes Mammoth 6th, if I'm not mistaken.
The Walrus ain't an old boy. He's like a young kid.
Well,
he's just good.
Depends what you're talking about, because Walrus is pretty damn old. Just not in this just not in the community. Hazy, careful with that searchlight, my boy. And Zam indeed taking Mammoth 6, so I guess he and Hazy do run the same route. It's a little bit hard for me to keep track of. Oh, Tokyo punched in that nuts.
Yeah, that was interesting. Did you see what happened? I just saw him die.
I don't know. I just saw Mandrill charge right at him, punching him right in the face. I have to say I quite enjoyed that moment. Sorry, Tokyo, but you're going down. So that means Laseki is a little bit behind on him, but that closes the gap a little bit. And things like that are what we're looking for to keep the races very interesting, of course. Both Hazy and Laseki navigating through the Mandrill stage at this point, and Zam the first to reach Mammoth. That leaves us with a couple different locations on everyone. Seeing Mandrill, Thunder Slimer, and Mammoth all at the same time. Everyone really on their own pace here. Mammoth trying to put his own factory on fire there as he puts fire to his oil patch.
Yeah, it's a good off-screen kill there. Mostly off-screen kill too.
Yeah, that reduces a little bit of lag for Zam. I don't think that actually saves you too much, maybe with the frames. You might know that a little bit better than I do. Since
Yeah, every frame counts, right?
Yeah, every frame counts, that's true. Although, Hazy had a little bit of a weapon get screen over there. Well, he decided pretty quickly he didn't want anyone to know what that secret new tech was. Although I'm pretty sure it was Spark. And Tokyo with some nice ice shots. Those are actually pretty difficult, the ice shots on the ball and chain guys in the Mammoth stage. Yeah, it's really precise to get those shots in. It's pretty difficult. The people that do it do put in quite a lot of practice for those. There's very often good visual cues for most of these ice shots where you ricochet the little things inside of enemies, but those seem to be particularly hard. And Tokyo as well getting a pretty nice off-screen kill. Laseki done with Mandrill now, going on to Armadillo. Sam on a cart ride, having fun. Ugh, jumped a little bit early, landing on the front of that ledge. Nothing really dangerous as long as you don't land halfway the pit, but...
Not a huge deal, but kind of surprising to see just the same.
And there we have Dillo. Oh boy, well Dillo not being too bad, but
yeah.
Cost maybe a couple seconds, but that's manageable. You kind of expect him to do a little bit of rolling at least, I guess, because you're doing a tournament race and he knows you can't reset, so you have to sit through the pain and suffering and agony of watching him bounce around. So he does at least a little bit.
Kind of a little funny thing from Laseki there too, throwing his boomerangs behind him, seeing him spin behind. And he does have to pick up a heart piece as well, just a little bit of a safety strat there, not a huge time loss either.
Yeah, this is actually one of the hearts that you can easily pick up and be fine with, because it doesn't really cost you any time. It's right there on the way and the boomerang catches it. Maybe it costs you like, what, 1 or 2 seconds most?
I don't know exactly. I think it's a little longer than that, but I could be wrong.
Well, it's not like you actually detour, you just need to make a little jump up and then curl the boomerang, so...
Yeah, no, I think it's around 3 or something, but I'm sure I'm wrong and someone will correct me. If I'm wrong, which I think I am.
Laseki is actually not in the lead. It looks like he's in the lead because he's earlier on Armadillo, but I do believe... Wait. No, wait,
That's the joke.
Wait, they are both on their 7th Maverick here. They both have to do Octopus last, right? So Laseki...
Yeah, you're right. They do.
Oh, so Laseki is actually in the lead. Somehow I kind of missed that. That means that on bottom side we have a very tight race going on right now.
Yeah, I told you, man. Can't count them out.
Yeah, Laseki definitely putting up a fight, and as we can't see his splits over here on our commentary stream, it's worth pointing out that Laseki is very close to his PB split, so he's definitely on a good run for himself. Tokyo, however, opted to get only a timer, probably didn't want to get frustrated seeing splits or anything like that. Meanwhile, Zam finishing off Octo, which is his final Maverick, and therefore will be the first one to head to the Sigma Fortress.
Yeah, that was sub 19 too. This is a really good run.
Yeah, as you kind of expect of Zam, he was for a very long time the guy that was chasing the world record, and even at this point, I believe he's still the number 2.
Correct.
So, yeah, definitely a strong contender. Hazy on the top right, also going for Octo now, is a stage behind on Zam. But no worries, you can definitely still catch up, because second place or not, even Zam can make mistakes. So Oh, as we see there, a little missed dash and
Yeah, that's
leap of
not
faith.
Taz leap.
Yep.
Not a huge deal though. Still gets across the pit fine.
Yep. It is fun, and you know, it's just to point out that anyone can make a little mistake here and there. So subs going down, and a whole bunch of Tokyo, and Zocto with 1 HP.
That's all you need.
Yep, that's all you need, but it's cutting it close. And meanwhile, Laseki doing his final hit as well at the 2018. But Tokyo and Laseki are really tight as they come out of the 8 maps.
Yeah, no, it should be fun to watch the rest of this one for sure.
There we go with a fast skip on Zam's side. And Tokyo, let's see if he tries to get a weapon swap in, but he doesn't. Tokyo at some point played around with his weapon swaps during a little cutscene with 0 and X, and you might get some distorted HP slash ammo bar on the top left if you hit like the swaps on the right frame or something like that. It's just a little fun thing, it doesn't really do anything. Meanwhile, quick work of Vile by Zam.
Yeah, Tokyo also missed Taz leap, so see if Laseki gets the normal leap. Nah, it looks like he doesn't even try for it.
Appears to be opting out of that.
Wow, he's got some new tech there.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
decides to use a fourth platform to get across. And meanwhile, we see that also Hazy has finished the 8 maps and will now be going on to the Sigma stages. Oh.
Sam going for the door grab.
Oh.
Nah, no drop. Dang.
Sam trying for the Kuwanger skip, but yeah.
I was panicking there for a second. I'm like, wait, what is he doing? He's got no sea sting charge. I'm like, oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised as well. It still takes me by surprise every time that I see someone start that boomerang throw.
Yeah, no, it's so hard to get to. It's it's luck and it's so hard to grab.
Yeah, but let's be fair. We've seen people do it. Just the other day in the relay, we saw a 2-stop taking a. Oh, and luckily for Hazy, he had a little bit too much HP going for Vile skip, but he noticed it just in time.
Does he have too much health?
He had too much HP. He should have just 6 now, if I am correct. And Tokyo having a bit of trouble with Vile, gets caged a couple times, meaning that we have pretty much synced explosions almost on the bottom.
Dang, yeah, it's still really close.
Casey, meanwhile, watches Zero sacrifice himself for the greater good. And Spider inner
Alright,
web
let's see if
going up and
if Tokyo goes for the door grab too.
Knowing Tokyo, he probably will. He
No.
wants to join. What? What? This guy has been memeing and now he wants to not even do that.
That's alright, you can go for the 2-stop double hit, right? So.
Oh yeah. Perhaps
it doesn't get it anyways. That's alright. I don't think I can blame anyone for not going for the door grab. It's so crazy. It'd just be super exciting to see.
And a synced Kuwanger dead on the bottom. However, for me, the timer is like 2 seconds also. I guess Laseki is like a 2-second lead over Tokyo right now.
Yeah, I think he might be slightly ahead. Yeah, like you said, like a couple seconds maybe at the most.
SRL will be timing it for sure to the exact second, but our restream timers can be slightly off. But that's okay. So we see it's really tight, and that's just all we really want to see. The exact time doesn't really matter as long as we see all of that sync going on. Now I see Spider trying to impact these runners with baby spiders, giving both of them plenty of those to cause some trouble.
Yeah, Zam had a really nice charged flame on Penguin too. His fight was really fast till the end. He got a little bit of bad luck.
Yeah, and also worth noting about Zam's gameplay is that in a lot of places you will see him do buster only strats. he is very good at buster only strats and conserving ammo pretty much at most stages in the game.
Well, what's cool about it, right, too, is then you don't have to worry about ammo drops. So, for instance, I use ice there, and if I get an ammo drop and I pick up an ice, I lose time over someone who uses buster. So that strat using buster is actually faster on chance, right? Because you'll never get an ammo drop and need to like pause to get ammo.
Yep.
But it is definitely more difficult.
It's more difficult to execute, but it eliminates the potential screw-ups from drops you pick up that slightly stop X in place and may mess with your inputs.
Yeah, that's a big place there, and then the same one on Mammoth stage as well too, right? Where people use T-Sting, but you can use Buster instead.
Yeah, indeed. Wow, I just had a deja vu moment somehow. Anyway. On the top right, we see Hazy finishing off his own bow spider, nice and clean. And bottom side, it looks like Penguin taking some decisions on how that race is going. Trolling the crap out of Laseki, putting Tokyo ahead again. Definitely not going to be happy with the amount of slides he got. And looks like he will be going through the section with Charge C-Sting. That means he will be a little bit tight on ammo by the end of the stage. But that's not really a big deal. Max strats. And Dillo skip for Zam. Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? That's free.
Easy, yeah. Easy every time.
Now Tokyo's getting some dice
Now
from
he's just
Eagle.
being silly.
Oh wait, Zam spawned Dillo. Okay. And I was just waiting for it? What? Okay, I guess Zam knows he's ahead and wants to show this distorted Dillo to everyone. Everyone please take a look. There is Dillo when he is spawned out of the normal conditions. He looks kind of weird. Well, we could call it Dillo's bad pixel day. Grown as you will. Tokyo going for the one cycle nose, doesn't get it. What a guy, should have been in my practice sessions today, as I actually learned it. Meanwhile, Zam taking down Chameleon and Eagle exploding on the top right for Hazy. Laseki also on Rangda together with Tokyo. Rangda already down for Tokyo and a little bit of hits to go for Laseki. Get some good RNG there on that one eye.
Yeah, it's nice of it to stay in place.
Yeah. Zam seems to have taken a couple hits so far on Sigma 3. May actually opt for the health refill on his way to Octo. Just to be safe.
I don't think so.
I mean, Zam's very practiced in pretty much everything in this game, but considering it's a race setting,
that would be the logical choice, but oh look, he does his cool strat there.
There he goes. Oh, Tokyo missed the Dillo skip and is now actually forced to fight Dillo, while Laseki decides to go and run away with a little bit of a lead there.
Yeah, look at that, huh? That's gonna make things interesting.
Making his words come true like 4 hours later. Promised his previous opponent he'd choke away the next race, but apparently this is the one where where it strikes.
Unfortunately, he's in a little bit of a tough spot now, right? He's out of C-Sting, he's got to fight Rangda with Buster only, which is pretty tough, especially with no health.
Wait, out of C-Stings? Faust, I know you haven't played this game for a while, but D-Rex's weakness is still Boomerang.
Oh, I thought I said Rangda. Maybe I said the wrong thing.
You said T-Sting. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about Rangda, right? I don't know.
You're talking about Hazy. Oh, excuse me. I thought you were talking about Tokyo. Oh,
no.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not that out of practice.
Yeah, I was already really confused. Anyway, yeah, he is indeed low on ammo there. Oof, and he kills the nose first. Ew,
yeah,
dies
hard,
to the red eye on the right.
That's hard, yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's really hard. It's one of the harder bosses, especially when you kill the nose first. To be able to dodge
Yeah.
the eyes and all those shots with no health, it's tough.
It's indeed pretty hard. And Sam knows very well his limits and kills DRX before he kills him. And excuse me.
All right, thank you, Chad, for backing me up. I appreciate it.
Excuse me that I didn't listen too closely. Perhaps this is why no one ever does commentary with me, and I have to do everything
Lame-o.
alone. Because I don't listen to them, and yeah. Anyway. Sometimes we get confused. Excuse me. So, meanwhile, we see on bot side that Tokyo and Laseki still really close. Laseki still slightly ahead after that missed Dillo skip, and Sam quite a way. Oh my! I just realized that Hazy is halfway through the Rangda stage, so he did get a game over on Rangda.
That's what we were just talking about, dude.
What? Am I really that? Am I deaf? My God, I'm so sorry.
That's right. I hope he does better. Has better first luck, right? That's why it's so hard to deal with that cease thing. And if you don't kill him the first time, the fight becomes so much more difficult. 90%, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's true. You have a confined space, and the eyes are completely random. So, and it's also hard to see which one is opening and heading your way. So Zam, meanwhile, quite a ways ahead, is now on to Sigma 4, final 4.
Yeah, his run's been pretty beautiful, actually.
Yeah, he is actually
really solid
very
run.
good pace.
No Albert Claws either. Should be pretty straightforward.
DRX has gone down on the side of Laseki, and same now for Tokyo. Laseki going in with a little bit on the lead to the final stage. And Sam will take the first spot here in this four-way race. Oh, no. Oh, AZ taking another death on Rangda in the middle there. Might want to try and opt in a little bit of more safe strats, killing the eyes first.
I think he's got enough C-Sting left.
Yeah, this is definitely enough C-Sting to do a fight. But I think you should be careful. Goes for the one cycle on the nose, but he misses it, and maybe that's actually good. He should just go solid ways and kill the eyes, or now kill the nose. There's only one eye left, so you know what's gonna happen. Oh, misses a shot there. He runs out of C-Sting, but I mean, right now he only has 3 HP left. That should be free.
Alright. Awesome. Yeah, I was definitely getting worried there.
Probably got a bit of the jitters after that game over. I don't blame him for that. Meanwhile, on the bot side, we see Laseki and Tokyo fighting Jedi. Jedi going down for Tokyo.
Yeah, Laseki's doing some funky stuff.
Yeah, so now we're just looking to see, are the claws going to decide this race? Who's gonna take it, Laseki or Tokyo? Or are they both gonna go and die and start over? Tokyo gets up. So does Laseki. It's flying all over that Sigma head. In the corner of my eye, I see Tokyo with the second place, 33:56, official time of 33:57 on race bot. Laseki with a time of 34:09. Hey, actually, Laseki's on. Isn't the text the difference of 13 seconds? Because I think officially Laseki was the better player.
It's like 11 or 12 seconds.
Yeah, I think the difference between these two players is exactly the amount of text difference.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny. I'm, huh.
I don't know. This is questionable.
Yeah, he's playing on the English version, so really he had a better run?
Yeah,
Very
technically we have to say that Laseki had a better run compared to Tokyo.
Yeah, that's kind of silly. But no, I mean they were pretty close, right? So this next run could be pretty exciting.
Yeah, the runs definitely aren't over. They are both doing full sets on the top and the bottom. So Sam will be taking game 1 against Hazy, who is now looking to finish the game on his own.
Oh, this guy's got a really good point. It's 12.5 in hundo because you don't have to get the other capsule, so it's not nearly as much of a time loss.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, quick skip. Oh, man, I actually have no idea what's going on anymore. The runs were really close. I'm definitely excited to see the next one. I want to see more close races. Everyone likes close races.
Yeah, close races are good. Fortunately, Zam like really ran away from Hazy there on the top and decided not to give him a chance. Sam actually pointing out that he kind of beefed his 31 chances by messing around with Dillo, which is true. He would have had a potential 31 time if he did not show off that little glitch there.
Well, you gotta have a little bit of fun, right?
Oh, yeah, true. Showing
That's why
off
we're
is
here.
always cool.
Show off, have fun, good races, have a good time.
Yeah, we're kind of looking to what's going to happen next. There will be more races coming in after this, and it will be 1-0 for Zam to Hazy and 1-0 for Tokyo against Laseki.
And Hazy almost gets that jump. That's a tough jump too when you go to top route before Mammoth on DRX Sig 3. When you get top route and you want to jump over the ammo, you gotta time it. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do to get that one. It's a pretty close gap. It's really easy to pick up the ammo as well and get a little bit of time loss from the refill. So next up, I think we will have quite an exciting race again on the bottom, and we'll have to see how top goes because Sam seems to be on point, not really dropping anything the entire run, which makes him quite a formidable opponent. And Hazy should probably focus right now on this run, trying to remain calm, just finish the game, then just take a breather. Nothing really went how to say, I mean,
But his big trouble here was DRX, right? So not having C-Sting, dying once on DRX, and not having enough C-Sting to finish off the fight makes it so difficult. That's really where he struggled here. So I'm hoping next time around he manages to deal with.
I think this time you did me in ranked and said DRX.
Yeah, I did. I said DRX because I was watching him fight DRX.
Yeah.
Man, what are we talking about?
I don't even know.
We gotta get our head straight, man. Yeah, why are we here? We gotta get our head straight, man.
Why did I bring you here? Jesus.
Head in the game.
It's the last time I'm being a co-commentator. Damn it. Anyway, so Hazy meanwhile made some good work out of DRX. He was kind of low at the end of the fight, but I mean, 1 HP is all you need, right? So
you know it. It's any percent. Live on 1 HP.
Yeah, pretty much. So Hazy should just calm down and end the game here. He isn't forced to yeah, you know, go fast or anything. He can just take his safe time on Dog and Jedi. And
actually, a pretty good dogfight though, I have to say myself.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. But I'm just trying to say, he doesn't have to like nerfs or anything. He might have his SRL chat open, sees everyone is finished, and should just look to finish the game and not worry too much. And then he can try to refocus on game number 2. Think about it, like where did things go a bit wrong. I mean, you probably won't have to think too much about that one right now, but then just take a breather, take a 2-minute break before next race, and get his mindset on it for the next one.
Yeah, I like to see him go for the fast right there too on Jedi, where he doesn't shoot on the wall when he's coming back. He shoots across the room. It's a little tougher too. Cool to see he's nailing that.
And now I have to see, does he get good claws, back claws, troll claws, out claws, nice claws? How many different claws do we have around you? Left claws, right claws? So far, nothing too bad. Right Claw is trying to interfere with his gameplay, though. I'm sure you know what Right Claws are like, right, Valve?
No, actually, all things considered, that was a really solid
Yeah,
fight.
that was a good
That was
fight.
really
He
quick.
didn't have too many issues. But then had some solid hits. He did fall down once, but that's alright. He finishes his
Yeah,
race
that
with an
happened.
official time of 39:58. So yeah, that concludes our first races for this set. Sam taking the 1-0, Tokyo taking the 1-0, and Laseki and Hazy looking for some revenge in race number 2. I will just have a quick look if people take a short break. Or if they want to go again right away. If people in the chat need anything, this is a good time to refill your drinks and your popcorn and your chips and your, well, whatever you need to watch this. Your hype basket, your meme copy pastas, whatever you ran out of during this race.
This isn't like a Dragonar AMA or anything like that in the meantime.
I don't know who would really want to ask me anything. I mean, have a shot though. I mean, Fouls, you get one question. Let's go.
One question. Oh, jeez. All right. What's the longest you've ever grown your hair?
The longest I've ever grown my hair.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact measurements, but it's been pretty far. It's definitely, it got to my belly button. I know that. Well, on the tips at least, it wasn't all that long.
That's got to be like 10 times longer than I've ever grown my hair. Like, I keep my hair pretty short. Not a buzz cut, but not much longer than that. My hair's curly though, you know? Like, I can't grow it out. I have to like straighten my hair and it's way too much work.
Yeah, well, mine just hangs straight out, no problem. Anyway, we will be taking a short break here. Hazy asked to get the 2 or 3 minute break, so we can't blame him for that after that run. Probably wants to take a breather for a second, to take a look at what went wrong, what went right, and what he needs to be focusing on to show Zam that he's definitely a fierce opponent that is gonna take some revenge. Also in the chat, make sure that you help him through. Give him all of your energy for race number 2. Curse Sam with everything you got. Give him the worst RNG in the world. You know.
Jeez. Oh my dog, dude.
Well, I mean, in race number 1 here, we see a difference of about 8 minutes, so we need all the help we can get. So we're gonna cut down 5 minutes from that Rangda split. And we're gonna add some crap to Zam's side, and we're right back in.
I mean, honestly, it looked like Hazy had some really good fights, especially in the Sigma stages. I was pretty impressed. So, without any mistakes, I definitely think the race is gonna be pretty close. We're just gotta see what
definitely.
happens.
Just can be pretty close. I mean, all it takes is a small mistake from someone to get a decent setback, and
Man,
yeah.
what's that like?
What do you mean?
I'm joking. It's okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got the joke. But you don't know about you don't know about minor setback valves, only major setbacks.
Nope. Only major setbacks.
At least 2 minutes. Meanwhile, I had to go back to take a look because I saw someone asking if there was a favorite commentator to Mythical. I wanted to see if it was his favorite, but he hasn't heard any bad commentary, and he puts me in a list with Kaz and Walrus, so I suppose I can be happy with that. I see All of our runners.
That's what we're here for, right? It's not about the race. It's about the race commentary.
Yeah.
Actually,
Of course.
it's actually a tournament about the race commentary, not the race itself. So
Yeah.
the winner
Secretly,
becomes like a
so much.
professional commentator for beginning races.
10 years ago, we won a tournament as speedrunners. Now we're top tier commentators. This is how it happens.
That's the way it goes, right? You know, like get real good at a game, don't play for a while, get washed up, but you know a lot about it, so you know, you just provide some entertainment, a couple jokes here and there, talk about the game.
Honestly, I'm not a good commentator.
You
I just scream a lot when people die.
Hey, people like that too, you know?
That's my forte. People die and I go crazy.
Whoa! He choked it. He's fallen. He's dead. You know?
Yeah.
That's what you're here for.
No. That is true. Well, I'm definitely not here to talk to other commentators. We have just figured out that that goes horribly wrong.
Oh, that's no good.
Alright, I see meanwhile in the SRL chat that people have started to return fronter breaks, and I see that people are starting to ready up, and we will be gonna go back into the races pretty soon. Fouls, do not read the chat, please.
I'm gonna watch that VOD, dude. I'm gonna find you.
I don't even remember what I said anymore.
That's alright.
I had to.
We got a race going on. That's what we're focusing on now. Not the past, the present. We just started. Let's watch.
That's true. Alright, so we have race 2 going. It is still the same setup. There will still be the top side, which is Sam versus Hazy, and Tokyo versus Laseki. If you have just tuned in, then I will repeat for you that both Sam and Tokyo took the first win and are currently 1-0 in their respective matchups. And I will take another look to pull up the group information. In Group F with Tokyo and Laseki, Tokyo has gotten a 1 win over Nyaki earlier today, and is looking for a second win and a good chance at his first place for this group. And over in Group B, Hazy and Zam. Sam is actually on his first match here versus Hazy. This is Hazy's second match, and Hazy is currently in first place with a single win. So Sam is looking to tie that up and take a shared first place with him. So that is the current thing that we are racing for, and what the results of this match can be. Also, shame on you Venice Prince, how dare you sleep while there's a MMX any percent tournament going on. I hope you had nightmares. So Sam doing task cars and tanking down there.
Yeah, Tokyo did it as well. They both nailed it pretty well.
And Hazy. Actually, everyone getting to the end of the intro stage very nicely. Ships getting into place, file popping up everywhere.
Man, those are some nice vials.
Yeah, wow, I think there we have 57.
Yeah, man, everyone got a nice file here. No astronauts or anything. Yeah, that's good RNG.
Yeah, that's really nice to see, honestly. I think both Sam and Tokyo had a 57 and 201s for both Hazy and Laseki, if I saw that right. There you see once again Zero explaining everything in a language that we actually can read. So that's pretty cool.
You can read, I can't.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot my commentary friend here cannot actually read.
You're the more cultured of the two of us, right? So
I wouldn't dare say that. So, Penguin stage coming up for everyone, and wow, Tokyo actually becoming a bit of Chokyo there. Actually bonks for like 60% of his HP outside the cave, and takes another bad bonk to the face.
Yeah, you know what that's like though too, you know? Like you make a mistake, you start to tilt, you make more. He'll clear it out though, I'm sure he'll
Yeah, these enemies actually often drop HP, so that's not going to be a big deal. But you know,
Damn, almost beating the bat there. I'm actually, he might have beat it if he jumped. I'm not sure. I wasn't watching that closely, but
yeah, perhaps. Beating the bat is actually a bit of an illusion. It's more about manipulating the bat's movement, I suppose.
it's really cool to see people beat the bat, and that's what I care about. So
yeah, it's
swag, dude. It's swag, right? Swag. Bird dupe, swag. Death kick, swag. Beat the bird, beat the bat, swag. You know.
Yeah,
door grab swag.
Yeah, everyone.
That's why we put Mega Man.
Yeah, all about the swag.
Not about fast times or anything. Who cares about that?
I bet if you want swag in real life, you just wear a Mega Man suit to work.
Yeah, you buy me a Mega Man suit, I'll wear it to work, sure.
Don't challenge me, cause I will.
Anyways, really good door time by Zam. 4 and 9. It's definitely where you want to be at. Sub 410 door time's really solid.
Yeah, everyone getting onto the penguin fight right now, and then we're just looking again to get little to no slides here. Zam so far getting good RNG. He slides on Tokyo. Oh wow, Zam with the 445 or 46 kill.
Yeah, he had pretty good luck. Not perfect, but pretty good.
53 for Tokyo. A 504 for Hazy and a 506 for Laseki.
I don't know. I think if you're Zam, like 409's like okay, 408's good. You know, like it's all right. It's Zam, right?
Yeah, I mean, ridiculous fast. Of course, it always depends who you're talking about. To some people, it's insane. Other people are like, eh. But still, like the high 45 kill time is very, very good. That is you know, if you kind of look at the cutoffs of where do we reset on Penguin of top tier runners, that's a time that's never gonna get cut off because it's just too good not to take it. Oh boy. Meanwhile, we have a visit of Mr. Technical in the chat. Talking of gap jumps. Hazy there, looking to turtle skip. Oh, but jumps up a little early and jumps to a missile. And Sam taking a stroll to the elevator on the side using the glitch. Climbs going on for Tokyo on the outside. Looking to get a good climb in, but he did get a little a little miss there on one of those ladders. Hazy also getting his climb going, and Laseki also just left the elevator. It's nice to see that they have some different strats here. Some of them are using the ice, and some are using just buster strats. I guess it's a personal preference. Both can kill the ladder yatters in one hit. Sam already on Quanger as the first. Gets the dance set up.
Yeah, the inside climbs were a little rough for both of them, so.
Let's get a little bit of issues there on the bottom of the climb. Seems to be fine otherwise. Tokyo, meanwhile, also gets a dance going. And so does Hazy, and all we look for is Laseki also getting it going. Oh, Laseki apparently has 2 left feet and does not even invite Koanger to dance. I mean, don't blame him, I have 2 left feet. And I mean, he's not exactly a gorgeous dance partner either. And with that, we see that all the Koangers are going down. If we take a little look right now, we see that in their respective races, Zam is a little bit ahead of AZ, and Tokyo is a little bit ahead of Laseki. But the differences so far are not very big. Sam taking a couple blocks to the face there, and do we get more bird dupes? We get more bird dupes, hey! on Zam's side. Will Tokyo do the same? Oh, after taking another block to the face, do we get bird dupes? We get bird dupes.
Yeah, everyone's getting
Hey!
bird dupes.
More memes, more hype. Let's go.
More woodpeckers. Bird dupe. Yeah, that feels right. The only difference, it depends on if you get the fast text skip in Sig 1, so it's variable, really how much time you save.
Oh, Zam again getting a little juked.
He
by
did it again,
Chameleon
didn't
there.
he? Didn't
Yeah.
he? Something weird happened in the first fight too. It's kind of curious.
Well, maybe Chameleon's just actually trying a new approach of
Nah,
camouflage.
it's probably like RNG manipulation, right? It's like some like next level strat we don't even understand.
Yeah, that world record level. Hazy gets the nasties opening for Chameleon, where he jumps all the way to the corner, leaving with only a small gap to squeeze in between and fire your shot. Oh, Laseki a little bit on the slow end to start his fight off, as we do see some spikes falling down. Not really a big deal. Makes quick work of Chameleon as well.
So at the beginning of the fight, Chameleon can jump really close to the wall, or what Drago's talking about is how close Chameleon jumps to the wall at the very beginning. So, like,
yeah, you have two options. You can either hang from the ceiling and leave quite a lot of space for you to shoot him, or you can jump really close and hide. No, Sam going for the death kick and misses. That means that we have Hazy catching right up to him. So that's at least like a 20 to 30 second loss.
yeah, Tokyo made a mistake on the setup, but then just didn't even just kind of pulled a slow strat.
Bailed out.
Yeah,
Bailed out.
I mean, he made it, so that's good, but no death kicks here. All right, will Zam redeem himself?
Will he do it again? Yeah,
Easily.
he will. He will. Death kick free every time. First try. No one saw that.
Yeah, also pretty clean platforms for Hazy too. Makes it right across them.
And actually, Zam seems to have already passed up on Hazy again. Oh, Hazy missing a dash there at a very poor time. Almost jumping into that pit. The lead does not seem to have lasted very long there. Zam like blazed through that stage right away again and took back the lead.
Well, hey, it's Eagle though, right? Anything can happen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So meanwhile, Tokyo has finished off Eagle on the bottom side, and Laseki is just starting the fight. So we're about to Maverick fight apart over there. What we have noticed on the bottom in the last race that Tokyo and Laseki are actually fairly tight in skill level for most of this game. So we can't really expect them to stay neck and neck for most of this race. And it all kind of depends on whether someone's going to be dropping the ball, yes or no, somewhere in this game. And now we have a little bit of route divergence. Tokyo, Sam, and Hazy all go for Mandrill as their fifth Maverick, but Laseki actually opts to do Mammoth fifth. Mammoth fits in anywhere as you want. So it's free choice. Most people don't like to do him fifth because then you get Fire Wave in the Mandrill stage and then it gets in the way of weapon swaps with Thunder Slimer. But
well, it's like it's an RNG thing too, right? So like there's no RNG in Mammoth stage, but in the other ones there are. So
yeah, that's true. Also, Thunder Slimer being not too kind to both Tokyo and Zam, I saw. And over there on Hazy's side, he's getting some, oh, wow, super bouncy Thunder Slimer.
yeah, we'll also mention that you save 1 frame on the stage select, so MMX 6, there you go. since we are speedrunners, of course.
Yeah. Oh, Tokyo taking a couple hits there from Mandrill, but we'll be just fine. I don't have HP to keep going. And on the top, we are really close to each other. Sam going into the Mandrill fight, but Hazy only just behind him. We'll have to be careful if he wants to keep doing his low reward, high risk strats. Just like with the dead kick. And then we see Mammoth going down on the side of Laseki, so it's really five Mavericks down on the bottom side for both of them, but the Mammoth stage is shorter than the Mandrill stage, so we will see that coming out of this, Tokyo will be a little bit ahead. Stage select, nerve-wracking, hardest boss. That is true.
Oh, no, what is Sam doing?
Sam is going topside.
Sam, what are you doing?
Apparently having a little bit of fun. I do believe this is a little bit slower to execute, but you can actually go up here, and apparently he's running into invisible enemies.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know you could make it over that.
I knew you could do it. He's also not the first one to pull it out in this tournament. We've seen
really?
do the same. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Against Crystal. And once you get past that middle section, you can just continue. The stage returns to normal. The middle section of the stage becomes a giant pit of doom, but you know, you can easily jump over it.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, that's for sure. Memeing it up over here.
Yeah, Sam actually seems to be enjoying himself with these races. Had a little bit of fun with Dillo in the previous race, and now doing this little topside strat in race number 2. And on the top side, I guess we have about a mammoth fight, half of a mammoth fight between the two runners. So I'm going into Dillo as Mammoth is exploding for Hazy. Worth mentioning for Hazy as well is that he is on a pretty good pace for himself, looking at the splits. Really on a solid run. Laseki porting out of Mandrill and going on to the Dillo stage, meaning that we are all back on track on the same stage for everyone. It's nice to see that we're not too far apart between the two runners, the 4 runners. Also makes it easy to tell who is ahead and who is trying to catch up.
Very true.
Because with all the route divergence, sometimes it can get pretty difficult. Tokyo apparently does not really want to take a charge in Dillo, so I guess he will just do a dash lemon. Personally, I do prefer the charge, it's a little bit easier. There we go, Dillo. We'll have to see what Dillo does here. Oh, Hazy having some issues with the bats that were, oh wow.
Those are some bats.
Hazy getting wrecked by a pile of bats.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate.
Smacked around. Jesus.
I hate it when that happens, right? You get stuck in the pit and then things keep hitting you and you keep dropping in the pit and things keep hitting you and keep dropping into the pit. Like, oh, jeez.
Oh,
yeah, that's really unfortunate. That's right, it's not a huge time loss at all, actually. You know, it's like a couple of seconds, that's it.
Yeah. It's like what a pile of bats couldn't do, the mole boar managed. Stop Hazy in his tracks. For Zamet are the rolls, meanwhile, on the top left there on the screen, but not too bad. Now, Hazy again getting smashed by a bat into a pit. Wow, this guy is apparently, no, oh, what is he? Okay, Hazy
I have no idea what he just did, but it's godlike, whatever that was, it worked, and it's awesome. I have no
Yeah,
idea
he
what it
jumped off
was.
his car and then got bonked by his car and then just flew along with it.
Yeah, it's
that
actually
was
kind of
something
cool actually
special.
that worked. I don't know if that's what he meant to do or what. I've never seen anyone do that before, but it was pretty cool to see someone like take damage from the cart and be in front of it. Oh, please don't give bad RNG. Alright, that's not the end of the world. It's just a couple of rolls.
Yeah, was a bit of time, but not a really big deal. It did look like his minecart ride was intentional to me, because otherwise I think he would have had a heart attack, tilted, and messed it up if that was not intentional. But he looked like he knew what he was doing. Oh, Sam making a little clip there on the way to the sub, but did manage to correct himself. And on the bottom, meanwhile, we see that Tokyo and Laseki are kind of starting to run apart. Tokyo really running out ahead of Laseki. Now, pretty much complete stage ahead. So we're gonna have to see what Laseki is gonna pull out for catching back up to Tokyo, or what Chokyo is gonna pull out to let Laseki come back. Meanwhile, Hazy's suicides on those spikes, and I'm not really sure why. What is going on with Hazy? Huh?
He's either tilted or trying to get ammo.
I don't know. He is in fact in the correct stage, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm
No,
not
he
really
is.
sure.
It's the last 8 meth.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there on Hazy's side.
He's going back now.
Okay, I'm really confused what's going on there. Meanwhile, we did see that Sam and Tokyo have finished Octopus.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought
Are
about that.
therefore done with the 8 maps and can get going into the Sigma stages. Laseki very close behind them on halfway through the fight with Octo.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate too. He drops into the spike pit on the second sub.
Ooh, yeah, that's an extra that I'm not sure what's going on there. Medical pointing out in chat that it's hopefully not a controller issue. Yeah, I don't. It's rather unclear what is going on there right now. I mean, especially because he didn't seem to have many controller issues. He did have a lot of dashing and jumping. Okay, that is really weird.
Yeah.
I can also notify you guys that I just saw HazyPerspective forfeiting from the race with Sam in the SRL. So I'm not really. I will ask in the chat what is going on there, and I will update you guys if I get to hear anything.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I have no idea what happened.
We will see in a second. Meanwhile, I see that we're progressing to Sigma stage. Zero lying on the floor on Zam's side and already dead on Tokyo's end. About to explode into 1,000,000 pieces for Laseki. Okay, Hazy reports that he cannot time his dashes correctly, and then when I asked about the controller, claimed that it's probably for, well, that it was probably his own fault. So perhaps just unhappy with his performance. That can happen. Sorry to hear that for Hazy. Of course, we do like to see runners run their races through the end, but if he does not feel comfortable, then... Oh, actually I see the issue. He just mentioned that he practices on emulator and he does runs on console. So I suppose being an emulator player, I know that an emulator can give you a input delay. and if you then run on console, that might feel extremely different. So I suppose that this is the problem that he was just facing. Because it really does throw your timing off, and then it will get difficult to execute the game properly. I guess that does mean that on the top side, Sam can kind of mess around. Maybe he'll have some cool stuff to show us. You know, like a Dillo glitch or something. Who knows? And on the
Dillo
bottom...
glitch take 2.
What?
Dillo glitch take 2.
Yeah. Indeed, take 2. And on the bottom, we still have a race going though, so we will be seeing Tokyo versus Laseki over there on the bottom. Still keeping the race going strong. And Tokyo still has a little bit of a lead. We have about a bow fight between the two of them. Laseki catching up. And Tokyo taking it a bit careful there on the platforms. Decides to use some more C-Sting to kill some bats. Penguin taking the pin. Actually, a really good Penguin so far for Tokyo. Oh, never mind. There's a couple dashes now. Slides, I mean. Three slides is actually very manageable for Tokyo. Can definitely live with that. And meanwhile, Laseki has to deal with Spider. He went kind of low so far during the fight, but reads the pattern nicely and finishes strong. Over on the top left, Sam also going through with the Penguin. And Laseki there pointing us towards the fact that he's getting some nice gold splits right now.
Big glod, dude.
Eagle gonna go and dive a few times for Tokyo right at the end of this fight. Only like 3 dives, and 2.5 if you want to be fair, because he didn't really see the third dive at all. So
Well, that's not really too bad, you know.
yeah, that's very acceptable. He like 3 slides and then 2.5 dives, so it's pretty solid Sigma 2 RNG. Although Reina can still have something to say about that. You sometimes forget that outside of Penguin and Eagle, Ragnar is still such a big deal in terms of RNG. I've kind of found out myself today as I met one of those infamous triple green eyes to start off the fight. That's
right?
Like, that is not a fun experience for anyone. And as we talk about, we see Sam there instantly getting a green eye at the start. But gets followed with the blue and a red, so it's not too bad. Tokyo has finished Rangda and is now looking for a Sigma 3 Delo skip. Does he get it this time? Does he choke it away? Oh, this time he gets it.
I hope not. Yeah.
Tokyo really does seem to be running away a little bit more from Laseki with the time.
There will be no dire tide, thank you very much.
Is this some kind of meme from your stream back in the day? Because I don't remember.
It's a Dota meme. Oh, Zam going in.
Yeah.
Maybe we get to see something fun then.
Well, he did try to get back out of it, but he was just too late, tried to turn around. But he does get really good RNG, like Dillo instantly cutting out of the rolls. And over on the bottom, we see a Laseki going up against Rangda, doing 3 hits on the nose, and then getting a whole bunch of green eyes. And he's fairly low. He needs to be careful.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. He was low on HP, so well, I mean, he did fall on the spike, so his HP didn't even matter.
Yeah.
But...
No, I think it was the spikes. I think if he, well, it's hard too, right? Because you fall down, but you don't want to get hit, but you don't want to get hit by the spikes either. So It's tough to
And
position yourself.
he is out of cease thing now. This means that he has to deal with this fight using just a buster, whatever weapon he feels like.
Yeah, this is like Hazy last run. Had the same problem.
He's taking a lot of damage from that left eye right now. We should probably try to avoid taking much more damage.
Oh, that was a sick shot.
Meanwhile, Tokyo progressing through Sigma 3 a fair amount. We'll be taking a massive lead so far because of the struggles here for Laseki on Rangda.
Yo, Laseki God, dude. That was a really actually a pretty good buster ranked up fight.
Yeah, it's a fun fight to do.
No, it's not a fun fight actually. Please don't try it at home.
I don't know. I kind of like it as a buster only fight, but it is pretty challenging.
That's why it's not fun.
Well, okay, if you don't like challenges. Okay.
Please,
so
dude.
Octopus for Zam. Zam kind of calmly playing along. Probably being quite comfy knowing that his race opponent is fortunately quit from the race.
A little bit of fun from Tokyo too. He cuts the nose off of a mammoth.
Yep, I saw that. Well, I didn't see him cut it off, but I saw that mammoth was missing something at the end.
He was missing part of his nose.
Now we're looking for some good D-Rex fights. Oh, and Zam doing the same, actually, also cutting the nose from Mammoth.
Classic, dude.
Oh, and Tokyo gets slammed around by D-Rex and takes a death. Wow.
That's something.
Yeah.
D-Rex does a lot of damage. He's not one to be joked around with.
Yeah. So that means Laseki will be catching up a little bit now. Tokyo gets a pretty good pattern to start out on, with actually, for some odd reason there, he throws a double boomerang. Well, he's already fairly low on ammo, but he does recover well. Okay. Oh, and Zam apparently has also gone down to D-Rex meanwhile. What is going on here?
I don't know, I was watching Tokyo fight D-Rex and I wasn't watching Zam, and then I saw Zam die, so...
Yeah,
I'm not actually sure what happened at all.
Actually,
I'm guessing it was fun though.
Perhaps he was just messing around as Zam, however, now looking to do just the finishing with the buster and doing that just fine. Laseki finishes off Octo. Still a bit behind Tokyo. Did catch up after Tokyo's death, but
Look at the jump though. Jump over the ammo.
Wow, nice. That is very nice. That's pretty tight of a jump. So
it is. It's a tight jump.
And Tokyo took a little hit on Valgarder there, so he is actually in one-shot range for any lightning attacks that can be thrown his way by Final Sigma. Meaning that Laseki has a chance. While Valgarder is coming up for Zam.
That was not a head dog for everyone watching.
And Zam also took a little hit and will also be in one-shot range for lightnings. I do believe he can take a claw hit, but lightnings are completely off limits for everyone.
Yeah, lightning will kill you.
And Laseki needs to be a bit careful because he's also fairly low on HP. Oh, and gets crushed to the wall by D-Rex, just like Tokyo. Of everything you should be taking example of from a faster runner, that is not it.
Luckily, this fight isn't too bad of a buster. Oh,
Tokyo smashes into the Wolf Sigma and then also dies.
That is unfortunate.
With literally 1 hit left to go. Wow.
Yeah, that's weird too.
Everywhere.
I'm kind of surprised he actually didn't get the kill there. I think you normally have to hit him before you take the damage.
Sam also took some extra damage here so far on Wolf Sigma. Trying to finish it for himself, and the left claw decides not to interfere anymore. Zam running that out with a nice 33-33. Official race ball time being at 33-34. So hype finish there. And did Tokyo completely get his ammo back? Because it really looked like he didn't farm all that much, or I guess he just got really lucky with the drops.
But you don't need full ammo, right? So.
Not full, but most of your spark does have to be there. It takes quite a lot. You know, Laseki now right behind him in this fight. He did not take any hits from the dog, so he should be mostly fine for Jedi, and then it's all about the closet once again.
Can you take your threes back to Nico, please? Thank you very much. We're watching Twitch TV right now. Last I checked.
Laseki going up against Fall Carter takes a little hit, nothing too bad. Okay, maybe took another hit, that's kind of bad. And Tokyo now on take number 2, gonna try this again. Oh, Claw trying to get him instantly, but he disagrees. Lots of lightning there. But he's dodging all of it quite nicely. Wow, so much lightning, jeez. But Tokyo deals with it nicely and finishes off at the 35:08 official race ball timing at 35:10. And Laseki taking down the Jedi Sigma. Now only has Wolf Sigma left to go.
Yeah, let's see if he gets it. Hopefully he gets good claws.
Yeah, claws can be a big troll in this fight. I'm sure I don't need to explain that at this point. I wouldn't want to hurt my co-commentators' feelings too much in one day. So far it's going pretty well. Doesn't seem to have big issues. Uses a sub-tank there, wants to be safe.
Did you notice I'm ignoring you? 33:58. Honestly, not a bad time.
Yeah, 33:58 official race ball time of 36 minutes on the dot. That's a pretty solid time. Some really good runs for most of these. I'm gonna go and check up what this means. This means that Zam will be tying up for first place between him and Hazy in group number B, and this means that Tokyo will be taking first place for now in group F, with the potential to lock in first place if he wins his final match, or if he loses, there's still some potential for a 3-way tie. So we'll have to see what group F turns out to be. Let's see if we can get any of these runners to have a little chat with us in the interview. Tokyo did not go for it earlier, but perhaps he feels more up for it now. Oh, I will also tag Hazy on Discord, since he's actually not... Yes, or I'll chat anymore. Hello, hello. Zam.
Hello.
Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, thanks.
First race went really nice. Had some fun playing with the Dillo there.
Yeah, I realized after the fact that probably would have been a really good time if I hadn't fiddled around with Dillo.
Yeah,
that's a cool glitch to show off, where he just looks like a pile of garbage.
Did you watch the stream to know where Hazy was at to do that, or did you just confidently say, "I think I'm ahead right now"?
I was keeping tabs on the stream and talking to Tokyo.
Ah, right. All right. So I wasn't really sure. I thought like, does he really risk having his opponent shortly behind him and just doing that, or is he just what's going on?
Yeah, if I knew it was close or thought it was close, I wouldn't fool around like that, I guess.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but you know. And then race 2, a little bit unfortunate of an ending there. Yeah, Hazy apparently had some issues timing his dashes for his run. Pointed out that he practices on emulator but runs on console, and I suppose he has some input timing differences, so...
Yeah, there will be a little bit, depending on what emulator and like monitor, whatever kind of input delay you're adding to the situation. It can be a little goofy going back and forth. But
Pretty wonky, yeah. I've done it both ways, so.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate to see. How did you feel to see that suddenly you see Hazy quit and that you were like, oh cool, free win, or like, oh god dang, I want to have this race go far, or any thoughts you have with that?
Well, I was already pretty far ahead at that point anyway, so I was feeling pretty comfortable to just finish the race or finish the run rather, I guess. If he quits, it's not really a race anymore, you know? But
Well, I will
I guess
mention.
it is kind of weird just not having an opponent anymore.
I'm pretty disappointed he didn't get a drop on the Quanger door, but
Yeah, I'm
it
disappointed
is what it
too.
is.
Drops are only for 2-stop, apparently.
Apparently,
He's
jeez.
the only one who's allowed to have a chance at it. He must be
Huh.
using Miria's new practice ROM to just force drops every time.
100% drop every time.
So is that what happened here? Did he cheat in the relay?
Yeah, he must have.
That's the only explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
No
if I
luck,
can get
only cheating.
if I'm getting to hang, if I can get a hang of either Tokyo or Laseki, but apparently I'm not getting any response out of these guys.
Yeah, I don't think Tokyo wants to.
He cut out of it earlier. Laseki, you're in the chat. Would you like to have a little talk with us for the people? Or...
Maybe Laseki spilled something on his keyboard.
Oh, he's typing. So,
What a throwback, dude.
Oh, okay. Laseki has to go as well. I'm gonna assume that Tokyo does not really feel like an interview as he didn't do one earlier either. So, yeah.
Maybe Cryptic, maybe.
Yeah, I'd believe it. We were in the middle of playing Risk of Rain yesterday, and he went to go do that, and he was gone for like 20 minutes. And like that game gets harder the longer, like the more time goes by. So he was like, "Wait for me, don't go." So we were just waiting around, and then the game was impossibly hard.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I guess that will be it for now with these races. I do believe we have more MMX races going on a different channel now. I'm not sure which one. Take a quick look. But
I think it's Speed Gaming, right?
it could be the main channel, I'm not sure. Speed Gaming 1 does indeed have the race of Torta Diego versus Amdois, so if you want to have more MMX, go there. Speed Gaming 2 also has Mega Man 1, and Speed Gaming 3 is a Resident Evil marathon. So I think we can cut it here for these races. Congratulations to Tokyo and Zam for winning, and looking forward to more good races from you guys, as well as Hazy and Laseki. Thank you to Speed Gaming for hosting all this tournament stuff. Thank you for Faust for helping out with commentary. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And I suggest that you all go and head over to Speed Gaming and we can go cheer on for our buddies over there. And that will be it for me. Good night.
There, guys.